Welcome to the Sauce in the City Super Comedy Game Show, a clean-ish episode. Welcome, y'all.
Are you ready?
Still the best part of the intro. All right, you guys, this is a live show, meaning no takebacks, no do overs, no recharges, no try it agains. And we are going to try to keep it clean. So keep your fingers crossed for us, everybody tuning in today, tomorrow, and beyond, and pray for us on top of it. Shout out to Two Max Barbershop, Frank, Ronaldo, and Sonia. What does every game show need? Well, it needs contestants. So without further ado, let me introduce to you and see that rhyme so you know it's true. Look at me dropping bars today. First up, we have James Miller. What's going on, James? It is good to see you.
What's up? What's up? Excited to be here. Ready to try to do
Well,
some of this cleanish.
cleanish.
That
Okay.
cleanish. Can give you that cleanish today. Try.
Okay, so on a scale of 0 to 100, how sure are you that you will be able to pull this off?
100.
I love the confidence. I love the confidence. All right, James, you know this
Got
is
to
a
do it
game.
for the kids.
Yes, you have to do it for the kids. So I do have a question because this is a game show. So this last question is always game related. What game did you most like to play in kindergarten? Can you remember it back that far?
Yeah, kindergarten. Yeah, I remember like being reined in and playing with those little blocks. The ones that are like blue and red and green, and there's different shapes and stuff. And if
Okay.
someone built something better than me, then I'd have to knock theirs down. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, we have to work on sportsmanship.
Well, I've
Well,
grown. I've grown some since then.
okay, growth some, just a little. Well, we're appreciative of your growth,
Trying.
James, and
I'm
we
trying.
are glad to have you here. And are you ready to meet some more contestants?
Always.
Here we go. Next up, we have Jimmy George Hayes. What's
What's
going
up?
on,
What's
you?
up? What's up?
I love the energy. This is going to be a great episode. Okay, since I'm just meeting you now, tell the people tuning in today, tomorrow, and beyond a little bit more about Jimmy George Hayes Jr. That's a lot of names.
Yeah, my government name is Jimmy, but I go by James because I'm infamous in the great city and state in which I was born, which was Columbus, Ohio. I was the first Columbus public school kid to get expelled from kindergarten. But you'd have to hear my set to hear the rest of the story. So that's a gift of, what's to come.
I love it. Well, that's an interesting story to pay my $5 to come and see. Because coincidentally on this show, what we do is we sponsor our comedians to get to Vegas or to DC or back to Columbus, Ohio, depending on who gets to the total first. Always a plane ticket in there. It's super simple. You guys can cash out $5 plus their name to our Sauce in the City official Cash App. And once we get enough to buy them a plane ticket, we'll see by the end of this episode if we want them to come to Vegas. So, Jimmy, you're a newbie, so I get to ask you the customary question. What is your favorite game show or competition series?
Favorite game show is Price is Right.
Okay, I always have to ask this. Drew Carey or Bob Barker?
Oh, Bob Barker. Got to go old school.
Okay, Bob Barker, his suits were always like perfectly pressed.
Yeah.
It was always good with him. Rest in peace. All right, well, we have some Prices Right-ish games on here. So what was your favorite game on the Prices Right?
The favorite game was the little man climbing up the mountain, where you had to guess a price and stay within a certain amount, or the man fell over the top of the mountain. So it was always drama in that game for me.
Did you always sometimes just push it in your head just to see if he fell over the cliff?
I always wanted them to fail. Always wanted them to fail.
Well, it is super cool to have you here on our game show. And are you ready to meet some more contestants?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, let's do it. Next up, we have Randy Houghton. Hi, Randy.
Hi, Brenda. Hello, everybody.
It's always good to see you because you live in Florida, and I know what you went through. But I get to ask you my favorite question, or the new question. What was your favorite game to play in kindergarten?
Kindergarten, take a nap.
That's your favorite game to play now, Randy. Some things just don't change. Are you ready to meet some more contestants?
Oh, yeah.
I love it. All right. Next up, we have Tony Klein. Hi, Tony.
Hello, hello.
I love it. I love the accent. Thank you for bringing something new to the show. Welcome back to the screen. And tell us what your favorite game to play as a kindergartner was.
It was hide and seek. It was pretty peaceful too. I loved hiding. I don't think anyone looked for me though.
Yeah, that could be a problem. Once my uncles actually left me, so I never played it again. I was like, you know what? No, I'm just not doing that.
Snipe hunting's fun too.
Huh?
It's snipe hunting. That's fun.
Okay. We'll have to get more into that later on in the episode. Are you ready to meet some more contestants?
Sure.
All right, let's do it while we figure out what snipe hunting is. All right, next up we have Aaron Petway. Did I get that right?
Yeah, that's right. That way. That's right.
Hey, well, welcome to the show. Thank you for joining us. And since I just met you in the green room, tell the people tuning in today, tomorrow, and beyond a little bit more about Aaron Petway.
Aaron Pelway from Detroit, Michigan. Been doing comedy for quite a while. That's about it.
Okay, well, let's get more into that quite a while. Tell us one of your favorite performances in comedy.
One of my favorite performances in comedy for
Yeah.
myself.
Uh-huh.
Probably maybe at a show back home in Detroit at Baker's. That probably was a good show. Quite a few good shows. I opened up for
Okay.
Lou Mel before. That was a good show.
I love the confidence. Have you ever been booed before?
No.
Wow, mind blown. Okay, very cool. In 12 years, no boos, huh?
No boo. I've been heckled. I've never been booed. I've been
Okay.
heckled, but never been booed. No.
Heckled, but never been booed. I like
Yeah.
it. All right. Well, since you're a new person on the show, we get to ask you the customary question, which is, what is your favorite game show or competition series?
Favorite game show? Probably Wheel of Fortune.
Wheel of
Yeah,
Fortune.
That's always a good one.
Okay, what about Wheel of Fortune had you tuning into that?
Um, I guess because it was an easy game, figuring out what the phrases was and you see the letters. That's pretty cool. It's a lot easier than Jeopardy. You know,
I lost on Jeopardy.
everybody try to perpetrate on Jeopardy, act like they know what they're talking about. Like, no, you don't even know you don't know the answer. So.
Have you ever seen one of those things that you dare not even, you're like, I'm not even going to put my application in for that because I'm just not doing that.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, it's good to have you here.
Mhm.
We have a few Jeopardy like questions, but the cool part is that you have your team to lean on. So, are you ready to meet some more contestants?
Sure.
Awesome tastic. I see how this show is going to shape up. It is going to be good fun to be had by all. And like I said, you guys, we are trying to get these funny folks to your area. $5 to the official Cash App along with their name, to money sign SNDC Live. And once we get up enough for a plane ticket, we gonna have a conversation. All right, our next selection to the stage is Joey Lee. Hi, Joey.
Hi, Brenda. How are you?
It, I'm good, but every time I see your face, I miss you just a little bit more.
Well, we've been keeping in touch, even though you've been in DC, so it's been great.
Yes, it has. And I can't wait for your turn to come to DC. I hear you've been making plans, so stay tuned, everybody. But Joey, I get to ask you the question, what game did you most enjoy in kindergarten?
Well, I remember they had these kind of little boards, and then they had wheels on them, and you put your knees on them, and you sort of like pushed yourself with one leg around the room. I
Okay,
like that. That was fun. Maybe that's why I got into being an engineer on cars. I don't know.
you know
But
what, that makes total sense if like the mechanics from a young age of things that was on wheel. I could see that definitely happening. And it's a solo game, so I could see that. But I don't know, I always got pushed off of it, so I don't know if I ever enjoyed it because I just never went for it anymore because they would just push me off of it.
I'd always have it by myself.
Oh, well, there you go. All right, Joey. Well, welcome back to the stream. I think we can call you an OG now. So, congratulations on leveling up. And are you ready to meet our last contestant?
Oh, absolutely.
Yay, let's do it. Next up, we have Tommy D. Hi, Tommy.
Hello, Brenda B. How are you?
Brenda B and Tommy D. I can see
Yeah,
that.
yeah. I've been listening to all these questions, and I've never been booed on stage, but I've been booed up backstage thanks to you. You go, girl. Yeah. And I met
You
Jimmy
got
for the
me
first
booed up.
time. I met Jimmy for the first time tonight. I thought, God, this is like looking in the mirror. So I'm wearing a hat tonight so you can tell us apart. I'm just saying. I got that kind of vibe tonight. And I was thinking about the kindergarten things. I liked all games in kindergarten except one. I didn't like pin the tail on the Tommy. That hurt. So anything but that. So I think tonight's gonna be a fun show. Let's do it, shall we?
Let's do it, shall we? But you have to answer the question. What
Oh,
was
bring it.
the best game that you played in kindergarten?
I think it was called Red Rover. That was it. Red Rover.
I
Because Yeah, remember the kids that run across, then you could like clothesline them across the throat and you didn't get in trouble? Yeah, I love that game. That was good.
Even in kindergarten, Tommy, even in kindergarten. That's crazy. Well, thank you for joining us here back on the stream inside of the Pirates Pub. I love your little pub back there. And like I said, guys, we are trying to get all of our comedic contestants to Las Vegas at least one time and to DC at least one time. I mean, for all intents and purposes, they deserve this, or at least we'll see after this episode. So, in genuine fashion of the episodes, I'm going to add the cast back to the stage. We got Tommy D, we got Joey Lee, we got Aaron Petway, Tony Klein, Randy Holton, Jimmy George Hayes Jr. That's a lot of names. All right, guys, I'm going to give you 30 seconds all to your lonesome to mug off to the camera. And this means make a great picture because these are the pictures I'll be slinging across the internet for the rest of the week or maybe two. 30 seconds on the clock. Let the mugging off begin.
I love that reference to the guy going up the mountain. Oli, 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 oli. Oli, 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 oli. I got
Mugs.
the soap for you guys that can't keep your language down. La, 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 la. Woo. La, 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 la. Woo. La, 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 la. Woo. Oli, 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 oli,
Okay. I can only handle so much of that. All right, Joey.
Stop.
Thank you. Everybody give Joey a hand. He's the only one that
Yay.
sound. All right, so Joey, we will be checking in on our clean meter since I see you brought along a prop. We do love those things. And while our comedic contestants cool down in the back, we will go into the sponsor spotlight. Whoa, 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 talking about the sponsor spotlight, y'all. Do, 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 and work. This is one of my very favorite segments of the show where we get to highlight different faces, spaces, and places that we love. And the reason that we are all here is to see the funny for 2 Max Barbershop in Washington, D.C. So that you guys can see kind of like what the comedy looks like. Shout out to them for allowing us to film the festivities because this is what we do with the content. We show it to you guys. So one of my favorite clips from the show, shout out to LA Josh Preston, super funny. Thank you for coming in and thank you for taking Shaquan home in this sponsor spotlight. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Bring up to the mic the next person. But this time, y'all got to make them feel welcome, right? Y'all got to make them feel like this is the best audience, captive or not. I know we held y'all up in the middle of y'all day. I understand, but we're about to entertain you while we did hold you up. So I want y'all to put y'all hands together. For this one, I think I met him right out of the internet. I put a message in his box. I went to the DMs. I was like, hey, I'm an online game show producer. You want to come to my show? And then he copped Cedric the Entertainer and Tony Braxton tickets off me. But in return, he gives us a lot of funny. So y'all put your hands together for LA Josh. Let's go.
Hiya. Right. Yo, it's hiya. Oh man, I don't want to go to space. That's it. That's it. That's it. I just don't want to go to space. You know, because I got a lot of white friends. You know, and they're always like, "Yo, Ellie, don't you want to go to space?" I was like, you know what I would like? I would like to just go into a department store without getting looked at and followed. How about that? Can I get that? Can I get that? That's all I want. That's it. Because I go into a department store, and here comes some ladies, always some. Hold on. Help me. May I help you? I'm like, man, JC Penney, you too? Man. What JC stand for? Just Caucasians? I'm going to Burlington Coat Factory. That's where I'm going. Shoot. That's it. That is the black spot in the Burlington Coat Factory. That's right. BCF. Blacks come frequently. That's what that is. To BCF, bad credit, fine. BCF, background check, forget all that. Come on in, come on in. It should be called Bootleg Coat Factory. That's what it should be called. Someone tried to sell me a bootleg Wu-Tang jacket. Yeah, and I knew it was bootleg because first of all, Wu-Tang, they spell Wu, W-O-O-O-O-O. Woo! Yeah. Hey. By Ric Flair. Like Ric Flair is selling bootleg Wu-Tang jackets up in here. I mean, they didn't have Method Man; they had a man on meth. White guy with no teeth. And they had ODB. They had ODBB, Old Dirty Black Boy. That's what it was. Picture of Flavor Flav. Yeah, boy. Got a clock, yeah. Wrong time though. It was in Roman numerals. It was then they had a picture of O.J. Simpson. I was like, why did they got a picture of O.J. Simpson? Oh, Ghostface Killer. I know he didn't do it. I mean, all right, we got it. All right, he didn't do it. Yes, that was just for the joke. We need an O.J. Simpson right now. We do. We need a win. Man, I was, a matter of fact, I was just imagining what if the O.J. Simpson trial happened in this day and age? Ooh, wait a minute. Let me get this straight. A black man stabbed and killed a white woman and got away with it? Ooh, there'll be so many Karen stabbings right now. Oh, man. They out here barbecuing. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Let me speak to your manager. That's still spade, man. That's right. I like talking about people I don't like. But I don't like people that want you to call them by their title. You know those kind of people? I was at a grocery store one time, and there was a girl I haven't seen since high school. I was like, Johnson? She said, it's Dr. Betty Johnson. I said, no, in high school, it was behind the bleachers. Betty Johnson. You must be a head doctor. I thank y'all very much. I'm L.A. John President. Appreciate it.
That was the sponsor spotlight. Whoa, 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 whoa. Talking about the sponsor spotlight, y'all. Do, 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 do. And work. Shout out to LA Josh Preston and 2 Max Barbershop hosting our comedic shenanigans. All right, you guys, it is time to jump into round 1, which is what we all come here to do, is to play the games. This one has become a hometown favorite. It is called The Same Page. And this is where I try to get our comedic cast on the same page about various topics that I run across on the internet that people are always asking me. The game rules are pretty simple on this one. The majority stays in the game, the minority gets the boot. But don't worry, it won't be the boot for the whole game. You just won't be able to answer all the rest of the questions, which is the fun part. So, in order to represent your answers, you will turn your cameras on and off depending on the instructions given. Does everybody understand the rules of the game?
Yes.
Yay!
Yes.
All right,
Yep,
cool
yep.
beans. One of the things that I've been getting into because I'm trying to help the venues make money is I have these amazing recipes and I always bring them to the table and I need you guys' opinion because people are always asking me if these things will work for what we're doing. So are you guys down to help me out on the menu?
Yes.
Down.
Yes.
Down.
All right, perfect. First up is the snack, because we're planning on doing kind of like a Friday open mic kind of happy hour type of thing, right? And a lot of people like fried bologna. I know it definitely was a delicacy in my house. But I don't know if Doritos, I don't know. So for everybody who's down to try it, because we need the funds to keep the party rolling, I want you to turn your cameras off at the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh man. Okay. Well, I got folks that are down to it. So, unfortunately, Jimmy, Randy, and Aaron, you guys are not in the popular opinion. So, you're not trying it. You don't care if I need the money.
Okay, I thought it was the opposite. I would try it because you do need the money. So that goes to my intelligence. So I misunderstood the question. I'm sorry.
No, you understood it correctly. That was a test to see if you were paying attention. And I
Okay.
always need help staying on track. I smoke a lot. Anyway, so you would try it. My hero. It doesn't look so bad, right? Come on.
Nah,
I mean, I've
brings back
had
memories.
worse, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Randy, you'll try it?
Absolutely. Up in Ohio, there's a place where you can get fried bologna sandwiches. And I love it. I fry bologna myself and make fried bologna sandwiches. Yeah.
Right on. I mean, put a little mustard with it. I think they might be on to something. All
And
right, Aaron, you down to try to fry bologna Doritos?
No. No, I don't eat bologna and no.
Well, okay. Either I mistook. Okay, everybody, cameras on because I think we got it all twisted. Cameras on. All right. So the ones who turn their cameras off, what? Why did you turn your camera off, Tony? I mean, Tommy.
Okay, I would never try that, but I turned my cameras off because I figured the rest of you guys would, and I want to be in the majority because I'm a game player.
Okay. So we'll count this one as practice because I forgot what I asked as soon as I asked it. But that means my kitchen is still open and that I didn't zero out. So are you guys ready for the next food item up for discussion?
Bring it.
yes.
Yes.
All right, here we
Do
go.
it.
Now, this is some kind of Chinese delicacy type treat. And I was tagged into this one. So if I put this on the menu, if you guys would try it, cameras off at the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Yes, I got
Hell
one.
no.
All right, Tony.
Tony.
Camera on. You give it a shot?
I was raised not to starve, man. I mean, you got to remember where I'm at in life right now. I'll eat anything at least once, a couple of times.
Yes. Okay.
Ugh.
Now I understand what I'm doing with this game. I'm changing it up as we speak. All right. Nobody gets zonked out because there's no reason to do that. That's just stupid. Y'all, I didn't zero out, so my kitchen is still open. I have one person that would try it. So as long as I got one person, I'm still in business. Y'all ready for the last meeting
Yeah.
item, the dessert?
Yes.
All right, here we
Yes.
go. Chips and salsa flavored Oreos. Now, I like chips and salsa. I like Oreos. And together they make this concoction. And if I'm gonna put it on the menu, and I need you guys to support my choice. So for those of you who would try it at the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, cameras off. Yes. Yes, I still have people. Okay, Tommy D, you are everybody stay frozen. All right, since this is the last one, let's get some comments. Tommy D, no way. Not happening.
You know, I don't mix pleasure and pain, and I certainly don't mix spicy and sweet. It's just not, that's not right. It's unnatural. It's unnatural.
Joey Lee, no way for you. And you try almost anything.
Not jalapenos. When I see that, I'm like, no way. I'd have to drink all of this to keep from choking. So no way. No, 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 no way.
Aaron, come on. You've been Mr. Pickiness since we turned on the camera. We can't get you to try the Oreos.
No, not a chance.
Ah,
Maybe regular Oreos, not no Oreos with salsa. No. We can't do that. No.
Okay, let's get some comments from the people who will, and I'm gonna come back to you, see if we can change your mind. James Miller, camera on, you'd give it a try?
Yeah. Team players trying to keep the kitchen open, you know what I'm saying?
Hey,
I could do it. I could do them, but I can't do them sardine looking things. Heck no.
Jimmy George Hayes Jr., camera on. You down for the team, huh?
Yeah, I'm down for the team. I'm like Mikey. Whatever you don't want to try, give it to Mikey. He'll try it for you.
I love it. Randy Holton, camera on. You down for the team?
Oh, hell yeah. Well, I mean, I like Oreos, and I like salsa, and I like chips. It all ends up in the same place sooner or later. Why not?
I like it. Tony Klein, you down for the home team?
Yeah, but I mean, it's more just like a curiosity thing too. It's not actually covered in salsa. It's flavored, so there's no way it's that bad.
Okay, I'm digging it. Joey Lee, was your camera on or off?
I voted I would not do it.
Okay, so did you hold your camera in the position so that I would know that?
Yes.
No, because I'm looking at you and I haven't gotten to you yet.
Oh, we have to go
back. James, I already got to you, so camera on. Don't jump in front of imaginary bullets, please. All right, Joey Lee, camera on. Now, you would try it? You're down for the home team?
No, I said I would not try it.
Oh, you would not try it. Okay, and you wouldn't try it. Why? Doesn't it sound good?
As soon as I see jalapeno on a package, no. I'd have to drink this to get my mouth from burning.
You guys are funny. All right. We're going to move on to our last and final question. This is the last one that you guys have to make an impression on. Here we go. 1, losing money, or 2, wasting your time. Which one do you hate the most? And I don't know. I guess I hate losing money worse than wasting my time. So everybody who hates losing money worse than wasting their time, cameras off for losing money at the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, almost a half and half, losing money. Okay, let's get the commentary. Tommy D, camera on, losing money, not your thing.
It's not that I enjoy wasting my time. So, I went the other way with it. But yeah.
I love it. Joey Lee, camera on. No bueno with the waste of money.
I'm like Tommy. I'm retired, so all I do is waste time all day, and I do comedy to waste time.
Hey, I love it. Randy, camera on. Rather waste your time than lose money.
I'm a professional time wasting. I am very, 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 very good at wasting time. Losing money, I just cry.
I love it. James, camera on. You'd rather lose or waste your time than lose your money?
No, I'd rather get my time wasted and lose some money.
Okay. Cha-ching. I'm digging it. All right, Jimmy George Hayes, you're like, I can lose money, but I can't waste time. Tell us about this.
Yeah, you can't get life, so that's why I'd rather lose money versus time.
Okay, I'm digging it. Nice and clean cut. Tony, you said lose the money, but not my time. So what's going on?
No, I mean, I've never had money, so it's something that it don't really matter much to me. But I've got all the time, and I would rather not waste that on anything. I'd spend that wisely and maybe profit.
Oh, maybe. Who knows? All righty then. Well, you guys have done really good in the same page game. So congratulations to you guys. Now it has come to the part of the show where one of you will complete a 5-minute performance. And I'm going to leave it up to all of you guys to decide. I'm going to put 1 minute on the clock and I'm going to leave it to you to discuss. And once you guys come up with an answer, everybody turn off their screen and yell locked in so that we know who's going to go. Everybody understand?
Yes.
All right, let the conversations begin.
I think we should pick the newbies, either Jimmy
Aaron.
or Aaron.
My vote's for Aaron.
I vote for Jimmy.
I vote for Jimmy.
Yeah, I want to hear about his government name.
Okay, looks like Jimmy. Lock it in or turn it off or whatever it's supposed to say.
Jimmy. James.
Aaron, who you voting for?
Come on, Aaron. Who you got?
Jim.
Okay. Well, the person who is performing their 5 minutes of comedy, it does not have to be jokes, but it does have to be funny. Turn on their camera and accept their fate.
Giddy.
I had my fingers crossed, but I never know how these things go. But I love picking on the new folks. So Jimmy George Hayes Jr., 5 minutes is on the clock. Let the funny begin.
Well, like I said, my government name is Jimmy, but I'm known by James because I'm infamous in the great state of Columbus, Ohio. I was the first Columbus public school kid to get expelled from kindergarten. You might want to say I was a little advanced for life as a kindergarten. Y'all remember kids' cigarettes? You know what I'm saying? Those candy cigarettes the kids used to put in their mouth and always want to act like adults. One day I brought some firecrackers to class and said those was kids' cigarettes.
Oh, no.
So you can imagine that joke went off with a bang, right? I used to do creative stuff as a kindergarten, you know. Remember that cartoon that used to come on Saturday mornings? You know, it's nice to share. I thought I was doing good sharing my, treats with fellow kindergartners. I would bring my, chocolate treats, also known as X-Lax, strawberry shake, also known as Pepto-Bismol, and my personal favorite. I remember Pop Rocks, right?
Oh, no.
Also known as rocks covered in baking soda. That went down pretty well. But it's one of those things. I think, one of the things that led to the, me being expelled is, remember, used to make kindergartners, lay down, take naps. I decided to wake everybody up and play a game of doctor. And of course, I was the doctor. That game of, magic tricks, that game of sleep might as well turn into a game of magic tricks. because by the time the teacher came back to the room, everybody's clothes had disappeared. And Susie was over in the corner taking my temperature in the way kindergarten is one supposed to be taking temperature. Ooh, don't worry. I think I contribute to Susie's, livelihood now because she's a meteorologist on Fox 5. So the teacher came in the room, seeing what had happened. She said, "You're a monster. I'm taking you to the principal's office." They took me to the principal's office. He said, "This kid is expelled. He's a monster. We need to take him to the doctor to be evaluated before we let him back in our school system." So, my mom took me to the doctor. Doctor took me into the, back office, showed me some pictures, asked me some questions, brought me back out and said, "Well, Ms. Hayes, we diagnosed your son. He doesn't have ADHD and he doesn't have ADD, but he sure has signs of being ABC." My mom was like, "ABC, what's that?" Doctor said, "Another bad child. Now get that monster out of my office." And the star was born. I know many of y'all are probably saying, what does a kid have to do to get expelled from kindergarten? I've kind of given you an example. Because remember, in kindergarten, all we used to do was color, take naps, and eat boogers, right? Speaking of eating boogers, I don't know what it is about traffic. People think there's a force field around them while they're stuck in traffic because everybody wants to dig in their nose during traffic. And if you haven't been paying attention, you'll pay attention now. What we do, we dig in our nose deep, pull it out, and what we do, we like to roll it in our finger, right? Those who laugh and know what I'm talking about. And those who laugh and probably do it don't want people to know they do it. The statistics say, what you say? Statistics say, what do with that booger after you roll it in your finger? 60% of the people do what with it?
Flick it.
Flip that.
Flick it out the window, right? There you go. What did 35% of the people do it? They resort back to kindergarten eating boogers. My name is Jimmy Hayes. Thank y'all for allowing me to entertain y'all with some of the things I did when I was growing up because I was a bad kid and I deserved every whooping I got because there's a situation. We don't discipline kids the way we used to get disciplined, but hey, it is society and I'm responsible for that because we always try to say I want to raise my kid better than I was raised. And we thought whoopings were a bad thing, but in hindsight, whoopings were good.
Give it up for Jimmy George Hayes, y'all. Yeah.
Yeah.
Making it happen. The Saucon City Super Comedy Game Show, merging online comedy with the stand-up that we love so much. And what we like to do around here is get commentary from the folks that just heard you perform. Randy Houghton, what did you think about Jimmy George Hayes Jr.?
The kid stuff's pretty good. I was kindergarten. I was bored, hungry, and sleepy. So that's why I always took a nap. I wasn't quite the monster he was, though, because usually everybody kept their clothes on most of the time. So.
Oh, boy. Okay. Aaron Petway, what did you think about Jimmy George Hayes Jr.?
I liked him. He's pretty good. I like the joke with the ABC, another bad child. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. The Booker joke, I was going somewhere else with it. When he said, I thought he was going to say I was going to say something else about the Booker joke, but he went where he went with it. So,
what would you have said? Now I'm all curious.
I would have said the other 35% like the booger on people's couches.
Ew, and they do. That's gross. Okay, yeah. I like it. Joey Lee, camera on. What did you think of Jimmy George Hayes Jr.'s performance?
I liked it. I liked that he kept it moving, and it was like punchline after punchline after punchline. He really kept it moving. That was great. Thank you, Jimmy. James, whatever your name is.
Jimmy James Jingleheimer Schmidt. James Miller, camera on. What did you think about Jimmy George Hayes Jr.?
Well, I think he's funny, and I like the story. I can relate to it. We got something in common besides both being named James at birth. I was kicked out of kindergarten, too, for biting my teacher. I was ornery, and I'm one of those guys when I'm driving at the stoplight, and I roll me up a good old booger, and I try to flip it on people's window when they're not looking. At the stop sign or stoplight, dunk.
Only you. Only
But no,
you.
I enjoyed it. He's funny. Yeah.
Okay. Tommy D, camera on. What did you think about Jimmy Hayes? Oh, look, I forgot the name because I'm not looking at it. Hold on. Jimmy George Hayes Jr. There you go.
Yeah.
Well, I think now we know who ruined little Susie in kindergarten for the rest of us. But yeah, I thought the flow was great, and I too thought he was going somewhere else. I thought he was going to say 35% of people drive with their windows down. So that's interesting. Anyway, like,
I mean, yeah, I can see your point there. I would have went that direction myself. All right, Tony Klein, what did you think about? Let me go back up here and read this name, Jimmy George Hayes Jr.
That is a lot to say one time slow. But I thought he did good what I got to see. I had some technical difficulty. I got booted out. I think we left off where people woke up naked in kindergarten, and I had all the questions. But a lot of them.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Well, I definitely can appreciate the comedy. Jimmy George Hayes Jr., because I butchered your name so many times, and I've sent this out to some more of my friends. If they want more of your kind of funny, tell them where they can find you.
They can find me on Facebook under Jimmy George Hayes Jr., Instagram on jimmy.george.hayes.jr. or Jimmy George Hayes Jr. all together with no dots. Instagram.
Okay.
Look me up.
Instagram. Did he just say the Facebook? Did I hear him just say the Facebook? Just
that actually happened. Okay. Don't edit it out.
I think I'm going to clip it. All right, you guys who are just tuning in from Today, Tomorrow, and Beyond. This is the Sauce in the City Super Comedy Game Show, where our comedians are in a clean comedy-ish exhibition of comedy challenges and games. And round 2 is now amongst us, and this is our trivia round. I love this game because it's very, 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 very simple. I'm going to ask our comedic cast a few questions. They're going to talk amongst themselves. They're going to come up with one answer as a team. And if they get that answer correct, yay. If they get it wrong, doom, 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 doom. Somebody will be booted from the cast. All right. So everybody understand how that's going to go? Questions?
Yeah.
Need the right answer? 60 seconds, not hard, right?
Right.
All right.
Yeah.
First question. How many days are there in the Kwanzaa celebration? 60 seconds on the clock. Talk amongst yourselves and let the conversations begin.
I'm
Is that
just
a
8,
Jewish,
ain't it?
is that a
That's
Jewish
hot.
holiday?
I call a
I
friend.
think so. I think so.
What is it?
Okay, Jimmy George and Aaron, we're leaning on you.
Are there any
Where-
Jewish people here?
I'm thinking 12 days of Christmas. So is it 12 days of Kwanzaa?
I think it's
I think it's like 8 or 9.
Is 8 or 9?
Man, I wish
Eight's
Dickie
hard.
was here.
30
Oh, man.
seconds on the clock.
Dang it, where's Dickie when you need him?
Kwanzaa started
Tell-
when?
I
Tell
think
me-
it's 8 or 9, but
I got Hanukkah here, but I don't have Kwanzaa.
oh yeah, that's
I don't have-
Hanukkah. Maybe I'm thinking
Kwanzaa.
Hanukkah.
Hanukkah's
No.
12 days, isn't it?
I had no idea.
I'm
Kwanzaa.
thinking it's 1.
7.
Okay.
I think it's 7. I think it's 7. I might be. Somebody said 8. I think it's 7. 7.
Let's go.
Let's go 7.
Okay.
Sounds
I'll
good.
go 7.
7.
Well, I mean, if we all lose together, I'm down.
All right. Well,
Lock
a
it in.
little bit after a minute, but that's okay. We're making good time. This is going to be super funny because I heard a lot of conversation. Tommy D, camera on. What answer did the team go with, and do you think you guys got it right?
We went with 7 because James seemed like more of an authority on that than Joey Lee or I would be. So we We deferred to his expertise and we agreed on 7.
Do you think you got it right?
No.
Tony, camera on. So the group went with the answer 7. Where were you with this answer, and do you think you guys got it right?
Well, I mean, I was thinking it was like shorter for some reason. Of course, again, I don't know. I can't even pronounce that word. I'm from West Virginia. I don't read so well. I think it's 4, but the majority said 7, so I followed in this case.
Do you think you got it right?
Not at all. No.
Joey Lee, the answer the team came up with was 7. How do you feel about the answer? Camera on. And do you think you guys got it right? Moving right along, Aaron.
Oh, hang on.
Aaron, the team came up with the answer 7. Do you think you guys got it right? And how do you feel about the answer?
Yeah, that's right.
You think so?
Yeah, 7 days of Kwanzaa, 9 days of Hanukkah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. He sounds like he know what he's doing. Randy, camera on. The team came up with the answer 7. And Aaron over there thinks you guys are pretty right, and he sounds pretty like grounded. So what do you think?
It's about BS. We're wrong and wrong and wrong.
Oh boy, Jimmy George Hayes Jr. Do you think you guys got it right? And where were you at on the answer?
I think we got it right. And they said they leaned on James, and there's 2 James in the room, so I didn't feel too guilty. But I think we got it right.
Hey, let's ask the other James. Camera on. Do you think you guys got it right?
Well, I was starting to kind of doubt it because I knew I had it backwards at first, but I knew like the Jewish one was 8 or 9. But whenever, what's his name? Aaron, I believe his name. I'm sorry about names. I got it wrong. The way he's confident in saying that, so I kind of feel like we got it right.
Okay. Well, I like a confident bunch. Are you guys ready for your sound effect to decide if you got it right or wrong?
Yep.
Yes.
All right, let's go.
Right. That was a little scary. You got it right.
That's right. 7 days of Kwanzaa. And for the bonus, does anybody know what day we're on?
Tuesday?
Close enough. Here's our next question. All right. What happened this summer? Justin Timberlake was arrested. A. The total solar eclipse. B. Coachella. C. Or D. All of the above. 60 seconds on the clock. And let the conversations begin.
All of
I
the
think
above.
so.
I like it.
All the above.
All the above.
All the above.
Yep.
All the above.
Yeah.
That was supposed to be the rapture and the plan.
Lock it in, Joey.
Hey, Joey.
Come on, Joey.
Oh,
You're the only face
fine.
you can
As long as he's been with the show, that's just not one of the things he does. All right, you guys pick D, all of the above. Are you got cameras on? Count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Are you guys ready for your sound effect of where you got it right or wrong?
Let's have
Born ready. Born ready.
What?
Oh, no.
The only thing that happened this summer was that Justin Timberlake got arrested.
Man, I almost flipped the
What
MF
about the
out.
solar eclipse?
We
Didn't
had
it
an
happen?
eclipse.
That happened, didn't it?
Yeah, it did
Yeah.
happen. It just wasn't.
I
in the
stared at
summer.
it, and I'm not even blind without no
Right.
protection.
Yeah, it just didn't happen in the summer.
Oh.
And the key word was the summer. All right. Well, since you guys got it incorrect, I will allow you guys to decide amongst yourselves who is the weakest link. I'll put 60 seconds on the clock for the weakest link in this trivia session, and it'll be left up to you guys to decide. Let the conversations begin.
Maybe all of us.
I was the first person to say D. No, the
Well,
first person that said D.
Here's the thing: whoever we vote weakest goes to the boneyard, and then they do comedy to come back. So I'm thinking he's not the weakest.
Oh
link, but
yeah,
and then
the
we get
newer
the
guys.
to come back.
Yes, yes,
That's
I
all.
like that strategy, bro.
Yeah.
Okay. So I
Yeah.
said D first, so y'all can make me the weakest link.
Are you volunteering?
Yeah,
What's
I'll
that?
volunteer.
You gonna jump?
We already heard him.
You gonna fall on the
All right, so if
grenade?
you already heard me, then it can't be me then.
Yeah, we want to the new.
Aaron.
I vote Aaron. Aaron. I vote
Aaron's
Aaron.
the weakest link. Aaron, okay.
It's like it's
We just want to
Aaron.
hear. I want to hear him.
That too.
Aaron's so excited.
Okay, Aaron.
Yeah.
Well, your castmates have voted you into the boneyard, but we don't follow that format anymore. And I like the fact that they picked you because our new format for season 3 just means that once we are completed with this round, you won't participate the rest of the time. However, get your 5 minutes together because you will be our next up to perform. Okay, so reach notes, get it together. We will be right back. All right, you guys. Great pick. Cameras on. Here's your next question. Okay, Joey Lee. All right. Which icon did not die in 2024? Was it A, Quincy Jones, B, Willie Nelson, C, James Earl Jones, or D, Whitney Houston? And in this answer, there are 2 right answers. So you have a 50-50 shot at this. 60 seconds on the clock. Let the answers or let the conversation begin.
Whitney
Willie
Houston.
Nelson is still alive.
Willie
He's
Nelson
touring.
is still breathing and smoking
He's touring.
Whitney
bud.
Houston and Willie
And Whitney
Nelson.
Houston did not die this year.
James Earl
Yeah.
Jones died.
And Quincy
Yep.
Jones.
Willie
Quincy,
Nelson.
yeah.
was
Willie Nelson's still smoking and toking.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
touring.
Whitney and Willie.
He's
There
touring
you
Whitney
go.
and
with
Willie.
Robert Plant from Led Zeppelin.
Whitney and Willie.
What Willie?
Whitney and Willie.
Let's just
Right,
pick Willie
alright.
Nelson.
Yeah, Willie.
locked in.
Locked in. So you guys picked a Willie Nelson and a Whitney Houston. Cameras on at the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Are you guys ready for your sound effect?
Yep.
Give it to us.
Oh, give it to you.
Get it right.
Hey.
That was a little scary. Get it right.
Yeah.
Perfect. You
Yeah.
guys do not have to vote someone down to the boneyard. And here is your
Yay.
last question. All right. What type of bear or bear-like animal was not a 2024 news quiz topic? Was it A, the giant panda? Was it B, the fat brown bear? Was it C, the koala? Or was it D, dogs disguised as pandas? 60 seconds on the clock. Let the conversations begin.
Oh, that's a good
No,
one.
I don't know.
Can I see the question again, please?
They're
What
like
type of
animals.
bear-like animal is not.
Brown bear.
Well, a panda is a bear. A brown bear is a bear. A koala is a bear. The only one that's
Then
not
dogs
a bear
disguised
is the
as
last one.
pandas.
So dogs
Yeah,
disguised as pandas. But it's bear. Is it
Yeah.
bear-like?
It's a
Bear-like
trick
is the dog, right? That looks
Pick the
like a bear,
oddball.
it's really a dog.
So she said was
So what
not
we
a
going
news
with?
quiz topic. Is news quiz a show or something?
I
Nah,
don't know.
I missed that one. So what's our answer?
Dang it.
It's a trick question.
I
Yeah.
It
think
is.
B.
I say let's pick D, man.
A B sounds a fat brown. It's just a brown bear. Why would you be a fat brown bear? But
Yeah, why'd you gotta be fat? Yeah, that's
They're
kind of
all
mean.
fat.
Why you picking on him?
That's
You
bear
know what I
shaming
mean?
What
right
we
there.
going with?
That wouldn't have
Maybe
worked.
he's pleasantly plump.
Koala
Fat
says-
brown bear.
Bad brown. Is that what we're going with?
That's what we're
Fat
going with.
brown bear.
He ate,
Fat
I
brown
like
bear.
that. Fatty brown bear.
he ate too many picnic baskets.
Yeah.
Hey, boo-boo.
All All right, you guys. Camera's on. I just want to talk about this fat brown bear thing for a second. Everybody seemed to agree that it was not the fat brown bear. Like, James, how come it couldn't be the fat brown bear?
I have no idea. I'm just going with the flow.
Jimmy George Hayes Jr., you don't think it could be the fat brown bear?
Nah, that's body shaming the brown bear. So I don't think that would have did it in 2024.
Randy Holton, not the fat brown bear, huh?
Well, I think the determination was that he's just the brown bear and not a fat brown bear. Therefore, it would not be a question.
Joey Lee, not the fat brown bear?
No, because you said bear-like, and all of those were bears, even the fat bear. They're all bears, whether thin or fat. So it's got to be the dog.
Hey, Tommy D, what do you think it cannot be the fat brown bear? Like, y'all just made that not the answer?
No, because we got bear positivity this year. That's a big thing. So we got bear body positivity. So it couldn't have been the fat brown bear. That'd just be mean.
Hey, Tony Klein can't be the fat brown bear, huh?
I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. What does being fat have to do with anything? Honestly, that's kind of
mean, right?
Yeah, I mean they're huge anyway. What are you doing?
Okay, so what answer did you guys come up with?
Fat brown bear.
Fat brown bear.
Okay.
I think it was the dog.
Are you
The
guys
dog they identified as a panda. No.
Are you guys ready for your sound effect?
Bring it.
Oh.
Obviously, somebody called something a fat brown bear, but I hear as far as bears go, this is bear body positivity because you want to be as fat as you can be when you go into hibernation so you don't die. See? Da, 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 da,
Oh.
da, da. All right, you guys. So now
What was the right answer? The dog?
the right answer was koala.
I knew it was
they're bears.
Koala I don't make these things up. Actually, I think they say that a koala is not in the bear family. I think
it's
we'll
a
have to look that
marsupial.
Yeah, marsupial.
All
They'll
right.
give you chlamydia.
They
Are
stay
you
stoned
guys-
all day.
Are you
Very
guys
tricky
ready for
question.
your next 5-minute performance? Are you guys ready to see the next fire that's coming out of
Fire.
Ohio?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right. You
Oh,
guys
yeah.
get ready to rumble with the one and only newbie to our stream, Aaron Petway. There's 5 minutes on the clock.
Woo!
It does not have to be jokes, but it does have to be funny. Let the comedy
Funny.
begin.
How y'all doing? Y'all all right?
Yeah. Woo!
Let's do this. It don't matter if it's African, Mexican, Jamaican, Ethiopian, Mediterranean, or Chinese food. One thing for certain, if the cook ain't musty, I ain't eating there. The mustier the cook, the better the food. Like I went to a restaurant one time, they had like the cook, they was like, you want to see a menu? I was like, no, I want to see a menu. I want to see no menu. Bring the cook out here. I want to smell them right quick. See, I like my cooks when they got that big yellow spot up under the shirt. That's how you know the food gonna be good. I went somewhere they had the cook come out there. He had that big yellow spot up under. I'm like, yeah, this about to be fire right quick. It don't matter. Let's do this. It don't matter if it's a job interview, a wedding, a funeral, a bar mitzvah, rock climbing, or a one night stand. One thing for certain, white folks gonna bring their dog. No matter what the situation is, they gonna bring their dog. She like that. Let's do this. It don't matter if it's a documentary, animated movie, a commercial, or a pornographic movie. One thing for certain, Terrence Howard gonna cry in the movie. Every movie he cried. He cries every movie. I seen him in the porno. I'm like, what you crying for? He crying every movie. Like, man, somebody got to get him a hug and get him some kind of self-esteem or something. I don't know what's going on with him. Don't boost his self-esteem. Let's do these. Quick question. This is kind of awkward doing it like this. My first time doing comedy live like this, but it's cool. Quick question. Hey, you ever been standing in a circle of friends having a conversation and all their breath stink? People like, whoa. Time out. Y'all ain't drinking no water. Y'all ain't eating no fruit or nothing. Y'all just up here talking and no. Forget this circle. We got to form a square or rectangle or isosceles triangle or something. I don't know. Quick question. Anybody here? Brenda was talking about food. Brenda, you a good cook?
No.
You not a good cook?
No.
Anybody here a good cook?
I am.
Quick question. Hey, why when somebody mess up the food, they always want to blame it on the stove?
Yeah, I'm used to cooking on a gas stove.
Right. That's what exactly. Yeah. See, I'm used to cooking on a gas stove. See, no, I'm used to cook. You could have told me about that. See, I'm used to using electric. You should have told me it was a gas stove before I got over here. Like, gas stove, what difference gonna make? Just control the heat. What you was gonna bring your stove? You gonna bring your stove like, yeah. Bring mine in. Yeah, set mine up right there next to the couch so I can fry some fish. Yeah. Good question. You ever had the situation happen before? You ever like afraid of something like that? They have a loved one pass away. Like, my condolences. Anything you need, just let me know. My condolences. I'm sorry about your loss. The whole time you sit there thinking like, damn, man, I hope they don't ask me for nothing. I don't get paid till Friday. I guess I'm just about to bring my stove, fry some fish real quick. Yeah. Hey, good question. Hey, why ugly women always covering up their drinks at the bar? They go like, girl, watch my drink. I'm about to go to the bathroom right quick. Make sure don't nobody put nothing in it. I'll be sitting there thinking like, put something in it for what? You always been one somebody took one for the team. Ain't nobody about to put nothing in your drink. Quick question. Hey, quick question. Why do big girls always have small beds? Big girls don't never have like no king or queen size. It's always like a full or a twin. And they always want you to spend the night. You sitting there looking at the bed like you already taking up 3/4 of the bed where I'm supposed to sleep. So you just make your pallet right there on the floor right next to her. Quick question. And how do you know when it's time to leave a party?
I don't know.
Break out the baby oil.
That's a good one too. Yeah, they bring out the baby oil. But most people, when they bring out the baby oil, most people leave a party like when people start fighting and bringing guns out and all that kind of stuff. Not me. I'm gonna tell you when I know it's time to leave a party. I know it's time to leave a party when I hear this. Hey, anybody going out west? Anybody going up north? Anybody going to Toledo this time of night? Anybody? When people start asking for rides, man, nah, it's time for me to go. I ain't give you a ride nowhere. You ever had that situation happen? Somebody ask you for a ride, you be like, man, my car broke down on me, man. You know, my car was still, my car was still working. I gave you a ride, but my car done broke down on me. And you only tell them that because you think you're gonna still be in the party by the time you leave. But then they come out and see you pulling off in your car. Man, they be awkward as hell next time you see them. You be like, yeah, man, my fault, man. I'm sorry. I know, yeah, man. You know, I understand we will. That's it.
Y'all give it up for Aaron Petway and that 5 minutes of fire play. Very good job. As we always do, we get some commentary from our comedic cast. Let's start at the end. Tony, what did you think of Aaron?
I think he did really good, man. It was hilarious. I like the big girls, the beds. That is very true too, man. Not a one of them.
Not a one.
And you don't start thinking about it until he says something. Tommy D, what did you think about Aaron?
I'm a big fan of a series of jokes that start the same, you know, like you might be a redneck if, or, you know, and Aaron's whole thing about quick question, you know, quick question.
Yeah.
I appreciate, like, I love alliteration in comedy, and I love a similar setup to a string of jokes. So that worked well for me. And yeah, the big girls in small beds. Now, who can forget that?
Joey Lee, what did you think of Aaron?
Well, I saw him about a week and a half ago. We shared the stage, and he was good then, and he was good today. So Congratulations, man. Good job.
You have a unique perspective, Joey. So let's dive into that. Did he do as well on the show? Because this is his first time doing it virtually as he did it on stage.
I think he said he was nervous, but I honestly didn't detect it other than him saying it. I thought he did real well. I thought at first maybe a little bit, but after that he got into the groove. So it was a minor thing.
I was trying to figure what I was gonna say. What jokes I was gonna tell that was gonna be clean, because I really could have went somewhere else, but I was like, let me try to keep it clean as best as I can. So
Yeah, I would say a drop or two. You might have used a drop or two. That was about it. Pretty
okay.
We'll have to
clean.
go back. We'll have to go back and look at that. But all right, Randy, what did you think of Aaron?
Started off a little slow. It definitely got better and better and better. I'll tell you when it's time to leave the party, when the beer runs out.
Yes, that's true.
That's when you leave the party.
Jimmy George Hayes Jr., what did you think of Aaron?
I thought it was good. You know, I just know I don't want his circle of friends with bad breath. It brings back bad memories.
Right. Okay.
That was
And
crazy.
real time to leave the club is when your ride is leaving the club.
Right.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, the end of that we didn't get. So reiterate that.
Yeah, it's like when he said, do you know when it's time to leave the club? When you ain't drive is when the driver is leaving most of the time, because most of us is riding because we've been drinking.
Right.
Amen to that. James Miller, what did you think about Aaron?
He kind of started off slow and he started hitting gears and just kept grabbing gears. It got funnier as he went, just till he got more comfortable, you know. So I know how he feels. First time doing comedy on here was weird for me too. When it's time to leave a party, Randy said it's when the beer's out or you got a hottie online. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, y'all give it up one more time for Aaron Petway. And if you want, or if the people tuning in today, tomorrow, and beyond want to see more from you, where can they find you?
You can find me on Aaron Petway on Facebook, Mr. Aaron Petway _comedy on Instagram, and the same name, Mr. Aaron Petway _comedy on TikTok.
Hey, I love it. One more time, put your mitts together because we ain't got no sound effects. All right, and while they do that, we're gonna do the spotlight. Whoa, 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 talking about the spotlight, y'all. Do, 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 do. And work. Like I said, this is one of my very favorite parts of the show because we get to talk about faces, spaces, and places that we love. And I'm just going to pick something out of my file to play. It'll be a surprise to y'all, just like to me. As long as it ain't no cussing, I'm a hope for the best. Let's see what happens.
New month means it's time for new events and to learn what's cooking around the city. And we know just the place that has great food and a fun vibe.
Yes, we do. Owner and chef Betters is joining us this morning, along with Brenda Brown, founder of Sauce in the City. Good morning.
Go, Brenda.
It's always great to have you in studio with us. So you're always cooking up something new every month, so we've got to get the tea on everything. There's 2 events happening this month. So let's start with Sauce in the City's comedy game show.
That's me.
Yeah, look at her.
Yes, I am the
so
commentator
excited.
of fun. My friends say that they should
Shining.
invent a place for me in the White House as the governor of fun. So I am bringing.
Let's lobby for that.
I know.
Yes.
So, you know, I say that laughter is medicine. I know I get mine every morning. So Sauce in the City Super Comedy Game Show is where I'm bringing my friends here to give you guys some.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what can people expect? What is actually happening with that?
What is actually happening is games and comedy.
Right.
I've taken my 2 favorite things, laughter and game shows, and merged them as one.
Sounds like a beautiful recipe.
It is going to be so much fun. And this is our 5th year in a row. Score.
Very cool. So the Vegas Icons event.
Oh, now that is my.
That was just a tease for what's
That
next
was
to come.
just a tease. The Vegas Icon Show. Actually, this is my sample of a Vegas icon. And yes, and these are people. I am a native of Nevada. I was going to say Las Vegas. Native of Nevada. So over the years, I've collected this beautiful amount of people. And now I'm going to bring them all together to say thank you. Because they could have told me no, but they didn't. Yeah. And so now I'm here 5 years in a row.
Well, great. And Chef Betters, you know, you have a phenomenal menu. Not only can people come to the restaurant, but you also do catering, and you're doing holiday catering.
Yes.
So what can people expect with that?
Oh, same deep fried turkeys. We fried 49 deep fried turkeys for Thanksgiving.
Oh.
We gave away about 30 turkeys to families.
Was that for the drive you were doing?
We did the drive. We had an abundance, so I just put it out there and everybody came and got them. Fed a lot of people. Beautiful. Over 1,000 people were fed on Thanksgiving, so it was awesome. Yeah,
and you got straight back into it with even more turkey. For the holidays. So is there a cutoff point? Do people need to get their orders in? No, just right up to the day?
Right up to the day of. I think I fried the last turkey at 6 o'clock on Thursday, Thanksgiving Day. So
you are going to save someone's Christmas day. I can already see it. Something's going to go wrong with someo's oven. They can give you a call that day.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah, absolutely.
Incredible.
Holiday parties. It's time for the
ready.
holiday parties.
I'm ready. I'm ready. I told you as soon as it hit November 2nd, I was ready. So as far as, I know you kind of touched on it a little bit with the holiday drive, but how did that really turn out? Because, you know, we talked about this last month. So describe kind of what that felt like to really be able to give back that way.
So good. Oh my God, it felt so good. Everyone came in, hey, we're here for this, we're here for that, we're here for this. And they loved the food. They told their friends, and their friends came down. And it was really good. I was really nervous about all the food that I did cook. I was like, I hope we can get rid of it.
But it worked out.
And it worked out. They were lined up. It was beautiful. I thank everybody who contributed. Definitely Juvenile Justice Impact. They were a big sponsor. She helps me. Dr. Susan Finnick helps me out a whole lot. Brenda was there all day to help volunteer. So I just appreciate the community for supporting.
Yeah, it was
Brenda,
wonderful.
you spent all day there. I mean, you've obviously
Absolutely.
been to the restaurant before. Do you have any favorite dishes from Chef Betters?
Oh, yes. Ooh, the deep fried rib.
There we go.
And I don't understand how people have not had this, but the deep fried rib is a delicacy that if you are a buff, like a health nut, it should be your one cheat.
Yeah.
It should be the one thing you cheat on.
Yeah, and when you can eat them one at a time as well, no one really knows how many you've had.
Who's counting?
Still the
And we're
first
not-
one.
I'm not counting.
And I got the mask on, so even if I was counting, nobody could know.
Well, Chef Betters, you always have, you know, performances and really fun things going on. So what is it like to bring the comedy aspect to it this month?
I like it. I do. I'm a fan of comedy. I'm that Monday person going to comedy shows. I support a lot of comedians out in the community. So working with Brenda is it's very exciting for me. And it's invigorating because we can give people, you know, a chance to get their comedy out.
And that's the thing, guys.
Screen,
yeah,
so.
you got to stop by Chef Betters.
Laughs and eats.
Yeah, laughs and eats. So for more
Laughs and
information on where to stop by the restaurant, catering options, and any of the fun events we mentioned this morning, just visit chefbetters.net.
And that was the spotlight. Whoa, 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 whoa. Talking about the spotlight, y'all. Do, 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 do. And work. Shout out to Chef Betters on the go. I'll be home soon. So make sure you have my fried ribs ready for me. All right, you guys, we're going to get into the last game of the night, which is called Take a Hint. Now, we have redone this game just a little bit to fit our new season, so pay attention very closely to the new game rules. I am going to give each of you a chance to give out the hints. You will pick your hint taker, and you guys will compete in pairs. One person will give the hints, the other person will catch the hints. You guys can compete on the same topic if you think that you can beat the number of answers that the previous team got correct, or you can say next and try your luck at the next topic. I know I changed the rules around a little bit, but does everybody understand so far?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Somewhat.
Okay. We'll do one just for practice. All right, so let me find one that I wasn't planning on really doing because it's at the end, but they're all so good. Let's see. Okay, here we go. So I'll give you guys a topic. Name a celebrity you dislike for no good reason at all. Okay, so that's the topic. Now I'm guessing a number between 1 and 10 to decide who goes first. Tommy, what number am I thinking of?
10.
Randy?
1.
Aaron?
7.
Tony?
5.
Joey?
3.
James?
2.
Jimmy?
9.
Okay, so the answer that I was thinking of is 1 because it is December 28th, 2024, and I was looking at the 12. So I think that would be Randy if I am to my senses. You are correct. So who goes first?
I'll go first.
All right. So Randy, you need to pick out of the remaining cast a hint catcher. You will be the hinter, they will be the catcher. So who will it be? Tommy D, Joey Lee, James Miller, Tony Klein, Aaron, or Jimmy?
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a comedian by the toe. If he hollers, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Looks like Tommy D.
All
All right, Tommy D. Everybody else will be removed from the screen, but pay attention because this is the sample of how it's going to go. So I want you guys to pay close attention along with the audience. All right, you two. Randy, you are the pitcher. Tommy, you are the catcher. Randy, you can give any other hint in the world besides saying the word in the title or saying the word of the item that you're trying to describe. Every other word is on guard for this game. Do you understand?
Yes.
And Tommy, it is your idea to try to catch whatever hint he's throwing and see if you can guess what the heck he's talking about, okay?
All right.
All right. So for each one that you get correct, when he does get it correct, Randy, you put your finger on your nose and you yell correct. Let's give it a shot. 1, 2, 3.
Correct.
Perfect. All right. So you guys got what you're supposed to do?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. It's going to be 60 seconds on the clock. I'm going to put the topic up and give you a chance to settle in your brain. I think I already did. And this is one celebrity you dislike for no good reason at all. You will get 1 point for every one that you complete. 60 seconds on the clock. Take a hint.
One of the longest coaches for the England Patriots.
Belichick.
Correct. Let's see. Her name is like a balloon, like when you blow up a balloon or like a cushion, one of those cushions you sit on.
Whoopi Goldberg.
Correct. Correct. It's not. The last name is part of a body part. Usually pumps blood, and so it's always pumping blood.
Hart.
Yeah. Correct.
Bob Newhart. Hart.
Oh no.
Lisa Hart. Who the hell's a Hart?
He's a comedian, a regular comedian.
Time.
Kevin Hart.
Correct.
Okay. You guys got 3 in 60 seconds. All right. Everybody back to the stream. Everybody see the way the game goes. So make sure that you are careful of the partner that you pick because you will be pitching and hitting with the same partner. Since we have an uneven number, the last person who does not get picked, I will be their partner. Everybody agree with that?
Yes.
All right. So, Randy, you still got it correct. And do you still want to go first?
Yeah, I'll still go first.
All right. So, do you still want to stick with Tommy as your partner?
Let's try, let's see, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a comedian by the toe. If he hollers, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Tony.
All right, Tony, you have been selected to do the catching right now. Everybody, please pay attention because these are going to be the numbers you have to beat. Or what happened to Randy? My fault. It was one too many. I got all happy with my fingers. All right. So it is now you and Tony. And remember, you guys must stick with each other. So 1 minute on the clock. Would you want to stick with the topic that you had? No, you know what? I'm going to start y'all back at the beginning. All right, Randy, here's your topic. Tony, get ready to catch the hints. 60 seconds on the clock. Name a place a real cheap guy will take you. 60 seconds. Let's go.
It's the one with the arches. They're going.
McDonald's.
Correct. It's usually a first name of a person. They have a yellow sign says blank. It's where you get pancakes and eggs and sausage.
Waffle House.
Close. That's close.
Denny's.
Correct. Correct. Then it's a place where you get a bunch of waffles. They cook waffles. Correct. Correct.
I don't think that counts though because it's in the name.
Then there's they make the sliders. The sliders that you can buy.
White Castle.
Correct. Correct. And then there's the brother to White Castles.
Crystals.
Correct. Correct. And what else is some cheap? Well, it's the local diner, that you go to. The
time. All right, Randy, you did really good. Your score is 4. So good for you. 4 in 60 seconds. Not bad at all. All right, Tony, you see the score that you have to beat in 4. And I think I'm not going to let you guys stick with each other because then y'all could help each other to cheat. So, Tony, what I'll give you the option to do is choose between James, Jimmy, Aaron, Joey, and Tommy for who you want to be your catcher.
I'll take James.
James. Well, okay, so I'm thinking you mean this James.
Yeah, you said Jimmy for the other guy.
All right, Tony. Would you like to stay on the same subject, or to beat Randy out, you have to get more than 4? Or would you like to skip to the next topic?
Let's see what's on the next one.
All right, here we go. You've got $100 to buy your significant other 3 things for Christmas. What would you buy? So let's take out the 3 things and just name some things that you would buy your significant other with that $100 for Christmas. 60 seconds on the clock, Tony. Take a hint.
Well, I mean, it's usually a secret. Somebody
Victoria's Secret.
Well, I mean,
lingerie.
you're close. There you go.
Lingerie.
Probably, yeah. That's about all I would buy, more than likely. But let's see. I don't have a significant other, so this is really hard. For $100. Hold on. Goes on the finger.
Ring.
Correct. Let's see. Dude, I really suck at this. Having to spend money for other people. It's not something I do. I do good to have money for myself. Anyway, let's see. I'm at a loss, man. Divorce has got me. I'm kick myself down to the boneyard on this one, dude. Like seriously, I should have stayed with the other topic. This is why I'm single.
Okay, time. All right, Tony. Only 2, not enough to beat Randy out. So Randy is still in the game. But good job. At least you tried. All right, James. You have between Jimmy George Hayes, Aaron Petaway, Joey Lee, Tommy D, to take or that will receive your hint. So who will you choose?
Jimmy.
Jimmy. All right, Jimmy. You've seen how this game is played. So, all right, James, would you want to stick with the same topic or would you want to see what's next?
I like to see what's next.
All right, here we go. Name something that can shut a woman up. 60 seconds on the clock. Take a hint.
Is there such a thing? All right. You can give it to her so she can go shopping.
Mouthpiece.
No, you can give it to her so she can go shopping.
Money.
Yes.
Credit card.
Correct. No, you're right. Correct. It goes around her neck, and it costs a lot of money.
Necklace.
Yes, correct. Yeah, I started thinking of the gag. I'm getting stuck like Tony. Dang it. See what else can make a girl shut up. Oh, they can go there and they can be refreshed and feel good after they're done. It's like a new woman. Yes, correct. They put it on their head so they can listen to music and be quiet.
Earphones.
Correct.
Time. All right, James. You got 4 in 60 seconds. So you are tied with Randy. So you are not out of the game. So very good. Stay tuned to see if Jimmy George Hayes here can beat you out. All right, Jimmy, you have your choice between Randy, Aaron, or not Randy, sorry, Aaron, Joey, Tommy, and Tony to be your hint catcher. Who will it be?
Let's go with New Kids on the Block, Aaron.
All right, Aaron, Petway to the stream. All right, Aaron, you understand the way the game goes?
Yep.
He's going to pitch the hints. You're going to catch the hints.
Okay.
All right, so you have your choice, Jimmy, to stick with the previous category or to see what's next. What will it be?
What's next?
All right, here we go. What is on your mind right now? 60 seconds on the clock. Let the hints begin.
What are we doing now to make people laugh?
Tell jokes. Jokes.
What kind of show?
Comedy.
Correct. It's Christmas time and we spend a lot of money, so I'm worried about
bills.
Correct. New Year's Eve is coming up and people will be doing a lot of this.
Drinking.
Correct. If you're in a relationship and you got a woman, when you go to bed tonight, you're going to be doing what? Rhymes with buttle.
Rhymes with buttle?
Yeah.
I don't know.
What do you do with a woman late at night when you're going to sleep? Rhymes with buttle.
That's a different.
All right. Before you go outside, you put on what?
A coat. Shoes.
You wear them on your feet.
Shoes.
Correct.
Okay.
When you're blind, you have to use these to read.
Glasses.
Correct.
Mhm.
When you smile, people like to see your pretty white
teeth.
Correct.
Perfect. All right, time. You want to tell him what the one was that he meant?
Right.
He must not be in a relationship. Cuddle.
Oh, I'm like, oh, okay. No, I ain't in a relationship, but yeah, no.
Okay.
4, 5,
I'm like,
6.
photo. What's wrong with okay?
Well, Jimmy, you happen to score 6. So you are currently in the lead. So great job. All right, Aaron, it is now your turn to be the pitcher. So you have your choice out of James, Randy, Joey, Tommy, or Tony to give you or to catch your hints. Who will it be?
I think Tommy.
Tommy D. He's a good hint. He's a good hint catcher. All right, Tommy, your fate or his fate is in your hand. Aaron, do you want the same topic or would you like to see what is next?
Let's see what's next.
Oh, here we go. Name your favorite comedians using only a GIF. And since we're live, you will use your charades in order to, or you can use every word other than their name or any word in their name. 60 seconds on the clock. Let the hints begin.
The person she just showed.
Chappelle.
He had a comedy special live on the Sunset Strip.
Richard Pryor.
That's correct. He only has 2 specials, but he's like the icon of comedy.
Cat Williams.
Mm-hmm.
Icon of comedy.
Yep. He doesn't really do stand-up anymore.
2 specials.
He hasn't done.
Bernie Mac.
He hasn't done stand-up since the 80s.
Bernie Mac, Patrice, George Wallace.
Skip it. They had the show Sanford and Son.
Sanford Son. Red Fox.
He was in Oceans 11 through 13. You just said his name not too long ago.
Bernie Mac, George Wallace.
Yep. A lot of people. He wasn't the funniest comic, but I liked him for his commentary. He told the what's the name of the joke? The bad words. I can't think of the joke.
Richard Pryor.
Time.
Damn. What's the name of the joke George Carlin told? The 7 dirty words, whatever. I can't remember that.
Okay. Was that who you were talking about?
That last one, yeah. The one I was talking about from the 80s was Eddie Murphy.
Was Eddie Murphy. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, Aaron, you only got 3, but it was a valiant effort. So
we had 4.
Well, no, he didn't put his finger on his nose and say correct for one of them. But valiant effort, nevertheless. You did not beat out Jimmy that has 6. So now it is up to Tommy. All right, Tommy, you have between James, Randy, Aaron, Joey, Lee, and Tony Klein. Who would you like to give out or to catch your hits?
Joey Lee.
Joey. All right, Joey, your fate is in this man's hand. Or
okay,
his fate is in your hand.
Am I the pitcher or the catcher?
You're catching.
You're the catcher. All right, Tommy, do you want to stick with that subject or would you like to see what's next?
What's next?
All right, here we go. We're back to this one. Name a celebrity you dislike for no good reason at all. 60 seconds on the clock. Take a hint.
She has a show with her whole family and she's got a giant butt.
Oprah Winfrey?
No.
Whoopi Goldberg.
No, she's it's called
the Kardashians.
There you go. Correct.
Okay. Go ahead.
She sings about her ex-boyfriends in almost every song. She just finished a worldwide tour that made more money than any other tour in history.
Beyonce.
Oh, she's white. She's got big red lipstick.
Oh,
she sounds like a gift.
She's got a what?
She sounds like a gift. Her last name sounds like a gift.
Julia Prize.
Oh, God. Pass. Yeah, she had a talk show. Now she's like the richest black woman in history.
Oprah Winfrey.
Correct. And she always talks to one of the ladies on The View, who I hate. Her name sounds kind of like yours. Okay, she's a congressman from New York. The
Time.
That's a terrible topic. Terrible.
Oh, Tommy, you only got 2.
Man,
that's a tough one.
Yeah.
Tell him the one that he didn't get, Tommy.
Which one did I get? I got
Kardashian.
I got Kardashian.
Taylor Swift.
Oh,
Taylor Swift.
Okay.
Yeah.
Taylor Swift. All right. Sorry, Tommy.
Sorry.
You picked the wrong hint taker. All right, Joey. It is your turn. You have to beat 6. You are up for picking for James, Randy, Aaron, Tommy D, or Tony Clyde. Which one will it be?
I want another shot with Tommy. If he's willing.
All right, let's do it. Let me redeem myself.
All right. Okay. So now, Tommy, you are the catching, and Joey, you are the pitching. And do you want to go with the current topic, or would you like the new one?
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Current topic. Absolutely not. Something new.
All
Something
right. Here we go. Name some things where size does not matter. 60 seconds on the clock. Take a hint.
Something you drive.
Car.
Yes. A piece of meat that you grill on
Steak.
grill.
Steak.
Yes.
Hamburger. Steak.
Yeah, steak. Let's see. Size doesn't matter. Something with 2 wheels that you ride.
Motorcycle. Bicycle.
Bicycle, right. Let's see. Something you wear around your wrist that ticks.
Watch.
Okay, good. Let's see. A person that tells jokes.
Comedian. Comic.
Yes. And
Time. All right.
I got 9.
I said time. And you actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You would have gotten 5 correct if you had done the exercise correctly, which is touch your nose and yell correct. Not right, not good, not amazing, correct. But it still wouldn't have been enough to beat Jimmy. He is still the reigning captain of it all. But
Man,
Dang
I'm
on
a high five.
technicality.
I'm a high five.
The last one up is Tony Klein. All right, Tony. So you have your choice. What happened? Between James, Randy, Aaron, Joey, or Tommy to be your hint catcher. Who will it be? Unmute your mic and your
Joey.
voice. Joey, all right. You want to you want to give him another chance to redeem himself. All right, Joey. His fate is in your hand. The number to beat is 6. You guys are the last ones up. Tony, do you want to stick with the current topic or do you want to see what's next?
Well, against my better judgment, we'll go with what's next.
All right, here we go. Mention something you were good at in high school. 60 seconds on the clock. Take a hint.
Slam each other on the ground, throw each other across. Object of the game is to pin.
Football. Object
No.
of the game is to what?
Pin.
Oh, wrestling.
Correct. Running.
Track.
Opposite end of the field.
Track and field.
Correct. This has a ball. You cannot carry the ball.
Soccer.
No.
Cannot
You
carry
gotta
the
use
ball.
your hands. But you can't carry the ball.
Oh, basketball.
Correct. Writing. Gotta act
spelling.
things out.
Spelling or English.
You have to act things out.
Act things out. Theater.
Correct. That was good. All kinds of stuff in high school. Connecting things together, making them work, not work, dissecting them down, explaining how they work.
Biology.
Correct.
Time. All right. Very, very nicely done, Joey Lee. Great way to catch. Tony, we are going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait a minute. Let me make sure. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, you have 5. So you came in 1 short, which was really good. But the winner of this round is Jimmy George Hayes with 6. Jimmy George Hayes Jr. Go ahead and shout out to the Academy.
Well, thank y'all for allowing me to perform and be a winner today.
Oh my God. Well, congratulations on winning the game. You guys did amazing. Everybody back to the screen because now it is time for our last performance of the night. And you guys will get to make that decision amongst yourselves. And I'll ask you guys one at a time. And this is a cast vote. So Aaron cannot go and Jimmy cannot go. So James Miller out of Randy, Joey, Tommy D, and Tony Klein, who will be taking the last 5-minute slot.
I don't think I've ever heard Tommy Lee. So I'm gonna pick him.
Tommy D?
Yeah, Tommy D. I'm sorry. The Tommy guy.
All right. Jimmy George Hayes Jr. out of James Miller, Randy Holton, Joey Lee, Tommy D, and Tony Klein, who will be taking that last 5-minute slot.
My brother from a different mother, James.
Hey, James Jingleheimer Schmidt. 1 for Tony. I'm sorry, 1 for Tommy and 1 for James. Randy, who's got your vote?
We haven't heard from Tommy D for a while, so yeah, Tommy D.
All right, 2 for Tommy, 1 for James. Aaron Petway, who gets your vote? James, Randy Holton, Joey Lee, Tommy D, or Tony Klein?
I take Tommy D.
Ooh, Tommy. All right. Joey, who gets your vote?
I was going to pick Tony.
Okay. Tony, one for Tony, one for James, two for Tommy. Tommy, who gets your vote?
James.
Okay, two for James, two for Tommy, one for Tony. And Tony, who gets your vote?
I believe I'll go with James.
James Jingleheimer Schmidt. All right, James, you won out yet again for this 5 minutes. The clock has been set for 5 minutes on the clock. It does not have to be jokes, but God, let it be funny. Let's go.
What's up? What's up? Put on the spot. Oh, that's what I like. I like to just tell stories, about true stuff that happened in my life. I like to share a story back when I was being pretty wild and I was strung out on methamphetamines, which I'm going on 3.5 years clean.
Good job.
Thank you. I was going with that. Oh yeah, I like to tell stories about my life and everything. And I remember whenever my Aunt Belinda died, we was all in Muskogee, and we was all gathered up and we was all smoking and drinking, this little family tradition. And my cousin Crystal, she's a real card. She's just sitting around and we're talking to my grandma, and I haven't seen my grandma in a long time. And she used to be a mean old lady. She used to beat me with everything she could get her hands on. Dog chains, extension cords, 2x4s. No, Grandma, that's a baseball bat. The bear to beat you with. Come here. Sometimes I thought I'd be a little smart aleck, She'd be like, go out there and get me a switch. And so I'd go out there and I'd bring her back something like this. Here, Grandma. Oh, I'm going to think you're a smart butt, huh? All right, I'm going to go outside. I'll show you a switch. And she'd come back in with half a tree limb. Woof, woof, just, it's like getting whipped with 20 switches at once. I'll show you to bring me a little switch. So you better make sure you bring a good size where the grandma gets up on you. But boy, my grandma was she was sure character. I remember one time I got out of jail and she picked me up and I was with my mom and my second wife, and she pulled into this busy convenience store. And she almost hits this car, and I'm like, Grandma, be careful, you almost hit that car. And she goes, I'm a good driver and this and that. So I go in, come back, we're fixing to pull out, and she almost hits another car. I'm like, Grandma, you almost hit that car. Because I ain't hit nothing, just let me drive. And about that time, she revved it and backed into another car and just takes off and does a hit and run. I'm like, oh my God, Grandma, I just got out of jail. I ain't trying to go back. And then she cusses, or no, I was cussed a little bit. She goes, you need to quit that cussing. I'm a Christian woman. And I was like, you cuss, Grandma? And I go, she goes, no, I don't ever cuss. About that time, these little kids ran across the road and on the bicycles, and she locked it up. And she rolled it down the window. Next thing you know, ever cuss word name flying out of her mouth. Beep, 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 you little beep, 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 beep. Honk, honk, beep, 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 beep. And the kids are looking at her like, what the heck? And she just drives off. Yeah, she was so crazy, man. She like everywhere she went was metal to the pedal with her foot in that thing, man. I hated driving with her. And I finally had to take her license away. She wouldn't give it up, but finally she gave it up after she hit a parked cop car and took off and hit and ran on him. And they found her back at home in the ditch. She didn't even make it into the driveway. Yeah, she was wild. She's a wild grandma, man. She got down through there. We called her Hot Rod Grandma. And yeah, I kind of scared growing up because I know I'm gonna be a crazy old man because I'm in pretty good shape after all these years of a hard drug life and stuff. But I'm gonna be healthy like that, but mentally I'm probably gonna be crazy as hell because all the drugs I've done. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna be cocky, and all the little young bucks and stuff. You know, they're gonna be trying to press my buttons, and I'm gonna be like, "Boy, I'll light your face up like a Christmas tree on Christmas Eve." And like the older I get, the more redneck and oaky I'm gonna sound. I just know it. You know what I'm saying? Like, boy, I'll light your face up like a jack-o'-lantern on a front porch on Halloween night, boy. Boy, I'll light your face up like a 4th of July night sky. No, like, stop it, Grandpa, Papa. It's a family reunion. Leave us alone. Always trying to fight someone, Papa. And you know you get old whenever people wake you up from your nap and you're mad and you want to kick their butt. Like, you know, like a kid wakes you up from a good old nap. It's like, ask you where the remote control is to the TV. Well, I'll kick someone's butt over that. But when I was little, you used to have to chase me down to get me to take a nap and whoop my butt to get me to take a nap. It's funny how things change, you know. And when you get old, you learn wisdom. And I know some of the on here heard me say this before, but we all know this saying: the early bird gets the worm. But hey, that worm that sleeps in don't get ate. You know what I'm saying? Write that down.
And time. Very, very nicely done. And like I said, if you guys want more on stage comedy or online comedy, tune in. Some of the best in you know, regular fashion. Let's get some commentary. Jimmy George Hayes Jr., what did you think of your friend James?
I liked it. I mean, like I said, he's a brother from a different mother, so he had some hard upcomings like me, like a grandma who disciplined me well because I was a bad kid. And I like his message at the end about the worm. You know, early bird gets the worm, but the worm doesn't get up early, doesn't get ate. So I'm gonna have to remember that.
I'm digging it. Randy Holton, what did you think about King James?
Get off my lawn! I'll light your face up like a jackal.
I love it. Aaron Petway, what did you think about King James?
I like his storytelling. Pretty good pace. The grandmother was pretty wild. I like that one. That was pretty funny. Yeah. Yeah. What you call it? Hot rod?
I can remember those switches.
Right.
PTSD moment for me. Joey Lee, what did you think about King James?
I think he's getting more and more comfortable with his looking at his cell phone, leaning against a mug with nobody in the room. So if he can do that, he can do it in front of an audience. Easy.
Okay. Tommy D, what did you think about King James?
Oh, I'm with you, Brenda. That was some serious PTSD. That was, you know, it had to be big enough that, you know, she would use it, but small enough that it wouldn't kill you. And that's a fine line, man.
That is a fine line to walk, let me tell you.
I grew up old school, just like him. No, I thought it was good stuff. You know, I like storytelling kind of jokes. I'm not a big one-liner fan. I like to sit down, listen, take it in, and it was good stuff. I was laughing, so I appreciated it.
Oh my God, I was laughing so hard. And the reason why is because, okay, so being a little girl, I was rambunctious, you know, tomboy and all. And my mom said, go out and get a Switch. So I go out the first time and I get this little bitty Switch and I bring it in and she's like, okay, keep playing with me. Go outside and get a Switch. So I said, okay, went outside and I got another itty bitty one because she didn't say, don't bring me another one. She said, keep playing. So I strike number 2. She sends me back out this third time to get a Switch and I bring back the same itty bitty Switch. And she said, okay, I'm going to fix you. So what she did was she took off the outside of the Switch, the bark, I guess you would say. She skinned the switches and then she braided them together and she whipped my butt.
Ouch.
And that hurt way worse than if I had just went and got her the right kind of switch.
If I brought in one that was too small, she said, go back out in the garage and bring in a bat. Then you knew you're in trouble.
or that braided switch. All right, Tony, what did you think of King James?
Yeah, he did good, man. Grandma is always nice, even if they are abusive. I had a lot of fun with my grandma, man. It took me back. I had a couple braided switch episodes myself, and if you do it right the first time, it won't be a problem. Just get it over with. Eventually, it's that's not too bad.
Easier said than done. All right, you guys. Definitely good stuff on the market. And King James Miller, go ahead and let the people know where they can find you if they want more of your funny.
You can find me on Facebook, James Miller. You could go on YouTube, type in Tulsa Comedy, and I'm one of the first comedians pop up. King James Comedy. Go give me a like and subscribe because I'm trying to get my subscribers up on Facebook or on YouTube and on TikTok. You can find me under King James, JAYMZ. Yep, and you can find me on here.
Yay! Here is my favorite. Y'all give it up one more time for King James doing his thing. And as you guys are doing that, we have come to the end of the show, and we would be remiss if we ended any one of our shows without this very important portion. And this is our shout out portion where we pay homage to those who have given us any kind of help in our journeys. We all know that the world of comedy is hard. So paying homage and saying thank you doesn't cost 1 single cent. So we'll do shout outs and we will pick our winner out of the 3 amazing sets that we heard. Out of number 1 was Jimmy George Hayes. I remember that. Very nice and very funny. And then we had Aaron Petway. Lots of funny, and I can't take it that you're not close enough for me to come out and watch you on stage because I would love to do that. And King James, the house fave. Okay, so we are going to do our shout outs, 30 seconds on the clock, and then you will tell me who took that round. And James, you can't vote for yourself, so either Jimmy or Aaron. 30 seconds and shout out.
I'd like to give a shout out to to these people that let me stay and watch their house. Their name Bill and Patty Dell. They're probably watching. I hope they're watching. I'd like to thank them. I'd just like to give a shout out to Brenda. I'd like to give a shout out to Dickie. He's gave me an opportunity to come do some comedy in Missouri, so I'm excited about that. Me and Nicole, me and Nicole are gonna do our thing, so I'm excited about that. And just get a shout out to all those people out there that are struggling with any addictions or any depression or anything that is enabling their life and bringing misery into their life. Shout out to people that are overcoming that.
Aw, I love your shout outs.
And I would have to go. Both them guys are freaking funny. And the only reason I'm gonna go with James is because his name is James, and that just helps make it a hard decision easy.
There we go. Anything that
Because they both killed it. They both killed it.
Absolutely. I think they were both amazing. And shout out to you, King James. And shout out to she's gonna kill me. Oh, what is her name?
Who? Nicole?
No, the one who brought you to me.
Oh, Miss Trice.
Yes, Miss
Treese. I always say it wrong. I call her Miss Trice. It's Miss Treese, but
yes.
now I just think I do it out of spite.
Shout out to Miss Treese for bringing you our way.
Yes. Thank you for bringing her up, because there's just, when I get put on the spot, my mind goes crazy. I try to think of everything and everybody, but can't always get them in there. But yes, thank you.
Okay. We do a lot of these shows, so
man, she had me. Yeah, I went and did a show with her, toss up for her, and it was awesome. Stars Under the Stars. It was really cool.
Hey,
she definitely made me feel like a star, bro. I'll tell you that.
I'm glad that she's out there still doing her thing. Next up, Jimmy George Hayes Jr., 30 seconds on the clock. Shout out.
I just want to give a shout out to all the comedians out there, whether they're coming up, whether they're new or whether they're experienced, for giving me all kind of lessons learned as I, perform around the country and overseas. I'm all about, constructive criticism. So it's a situation, I take pointers, I'm not perfect. And hey, somebody laid the paperwork for me to do what I'm doing, which I love. And I would vote for Aaron. James, my brother from a different mother, he had me laughing as well. But for this round, I'd vote for Aaron.
Oh my gosh. And I didn't have to do anything. I took a puff off my puffer and you just went straight on through that like a professional. So shout out to you, sir, for completing a full episode. We've enjoyed having you. And as a newbie, you are entitled to these 3 bonus questions I ask every newbie that comes across my stream so that I can make sure that I'm doing the right thing. Are you ready for your bonus questions?
Yes, ma'am.
Number 1, did you have a good time?
Oh, I had a great time.
Yay! We love when you have a good time. Number 2, was it anything like you thought it was going to be from the message that I inboxed you?
The message you inboxed and the actual reality of it, I wasn't prepared. But like you said, just be prepared to be unprepared to be prepared. So it was fun. It was something new. So I like that.
Unprepared to be prepared to be shocked anyway. Okay, great. Number 3, most important to me and probably to the people tuning in today, tomorrow, and beyond, and to Max Barbershop, will you join us again, whether on stage live or on stream, for another episode?
Absolutely.
Yay! Y'all give it up for Jimmy George Hayes Jr.
Glad to have you.
Woo, I enjoyed having you. Randy Holton, 30 seconds on the clock, and shout out.
Well, let's shout out to Chef Betters. And where's my fried chicken?
Don't make me hungry.
Shout out definitely goes to Chef Betters. I can't wait to get home. I'm not looking forward to the plane ride, but definitely to my sunshine, and waking up to the sun will be cool. But shout out to you, Randy. Thank you for kicking it with us. And thank you for your contribution to the show so that we can stay in the air another 30 days, because God knows I can't do it myself. So shout out to you and thank you. All right, next up is Aaron Petway. 30 seconds on the clock. Shout out.
I'd like to shout you out, Miss Brenda. Thank you for having me this evening. Shout out all the comedians that participated, all the comedians that may be watching, and people at home. Shout out everybody involved with the whole production. This is pretty dope. I enjoyed myself. Yeah.
Okay, well, I like it. Shout outs don't have to be long, just meaningful and from the heart. We enjoyed having you. I know in the beginning I was like, oh Lord, he ain't cracked a smile. I'm nervous. I hope I don't mess this up in front of this man, because he do not look forgiving at all.
No. I'm just not at all. Sorry about that. That's a smile for you.
There it is.
And got a pretty smile too.
There you go.
Holding hostage this whole time.
I'm sorry.
All right. Well, Aaron, just like everybody, or just like all the other newbies, I have 3 bonus questions for you. But before I ask you those, out of the other 2, Jimmy George Hayes and James Miller, who gets your vote for set of the episode?
I like both of them. Both of them very good, very funny. I think I'm gonna roll with Jimmy George Hayes Jr. Yeah.
A lot of names in there.
All right. It's a lot of names. Like, all those first names, or is it like
he's shaking
all
his
first
head.
names other than the junior?
Jimmy George Hayes, Jingleheimer Schmidt. Okay. Well, again, we thank you for your vote. So I think that gives Jimmy 2. And now we get to ask you your bonus questions. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. Number 1, always good to know. Did you have a good time?
Yes, I did. I had a good time. Yeah. Had a pretty good time, yeah.
Okay. No, and pretty good is good in your. I think you're like a hard judge. So
You
I'm
think
just
so?
glad I got like half a smile. All right.
Oh.
So number 2, what did you think for your first time being online and telling jokes to the air?
This was a little bit different. A little bit different what I'm used to. Used to being in front of people, so it's a little bit awkward, sitting in my dining room, looking at my phone, telling jokes, and you can't get no reaction out of if anybody think it's funny. If somebody, it's different, but I enjoyed it. It's cool. I would do it again.
Hey, what do you think we are? Chopped
Yeah.
liver? I think there's like, what is there, 6 other people in here?
Right.
And that's more people that are at most open mics.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
I always tell my new comedians, especially the ones who've never done it before, that think of it like practicing in baseball, like the pitcher that practices in baseball. What they do is they put a weight on the pitcher's arm in practice.
Right.
So the pitcher, has this weight on their arm, but when they go to the actual game, they take the weight off, and that increases their speed a couple of miles per hour because they don't have the weight on it anymore. So everybody who does online comedy, think of it as that weight on your arm, because when you get live on stage, you'll see how much further you're able to pitch.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Next, Joey Lee, go ahead. 30 seconds on the clock. Shout out.
I had a really full day of comedy and never left the house. And I got a lot of things done. I want to shout out to my friend Frank, who helped me work on a video that I've been, trying to get done for a voiceover that I'm working on. And he also, in 5 minutes, fixed my garage door opener that I've been working on for months and couldn't figure out.
Shout out.
And then my good friend Willie also I talked to him about some comedy stuff, and he's got some great ideas of some things I should be doing next. And now Sauce in the City, and next is Phil's thing, open mic. And then I'll probably watch the Beverly Hillbillies at the end. That'll cap off the night.
Well, shout out to the Beverly Hillbillies, because that is actually a great show. And shout out to you, Joey, for just actually giving me a new word of a comedy engineer. I think that's more like what I do, more so than anything else. I just figure out new ways to do things. So shout out to you. And who is your pick for the set of the episode? Will it be King James, Jimmy George Hayes Jr., or Aaron Pettaway?
I thought they were all good, but I've heard Aaron a few days ago, and I heard James a couple days ago, and James George or whatever, Jimmy George Hayes, Jimmy George Hayes, Woody Hayes. It was fresh and new for me the first time I heard from him, so I'm picking him.
Awesome. Way to go. Jimmy's got through. All right, Tommy, 30 seconds on the clock. Shout out.
Well, shout out to some of my favorite ladies that support me, Brenda Brown.
Yay!
My lovely wife, Judy.
Yay!
Chef Betters on the go. Shout out to the Mac Daddy and Daddy Mac, 2 Macs at the 2 Macs Barbershop for sponsoring the show. And thanks to all the sponsors who, help us take those trips when we need to. Great show tonight. Had a lot of fun. And I know you're going to ask me about who I think won the set, so I'll jump right to that part. Great among all three, but I think at the end it comes down to JHGJ.
JHGJ, and I got that better than I got Jimmy George Hayes Jr.
Right? Now keep it short. Keep it short and simple. Good stuff all around, though. You guys made a fun show.
Hey, we love when he says that because usually, see, I was almost about to cuss, but I'm not going to do it. Tony Klein, 30 seconds on the clock. Shout out.
I would like to shout out to everyone that's pushed me to do this, people that have allowed me to do this. Miss Brenda, thank you for letting me be part of this. Shout out to Ouija for introducing me to all of this. And with the set, I believe I had to give it to James because a lot of grandma stuff in there, man. It took me back.
Took me back. Well, even with that vote, Jimmy George Hayes Jr., also now known as JGHJ, you are the winner of the set of the episode. So shout out to the Academy.
Thank you, JGHJ. I'm gonna have to copyright that. Thank you.
Well,
appreciate it.
You are definitely a star in the making. I can't wait to clip this and show all my friends, actually of all of you guys, because you guys are all super funny to me, and I enjoy having you guys on my show. There's still 2 more pieces of business, thanks to Joey Lee, that we have to take care of before we get out of here. And I'm going to run one way forward and one way backwards. So the first thing is our MVP of the episode. And this is the person that you feel on the episode that made it the most fun for you. We do give out accolades of this type. All right, James Miller, who is your MVP?
My MVP... let's give it to Andrew.
If there was an Andrew on here,
not Andrew. I'm sorry. The dude with A. His name.
Aaron Petaway. I'm sorry, Petaway. Aaron. Okay, one
Aaron. Yes, sorry.
Jimmy George Hayes Jr. We give out the MVP. This is the person that made the episode for you. Who gets your MVP?
Tommy D.
Hey, one for Tommy, one for Aaron. Randy, who gets your MVP?
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. You buy the. Oh, did I do that already?
Who?
Aaron.
Aaron, 2 for Aaron. All right, Aaron, you get a vote. Who gets your MVP? Unmute your mic and your voice will follow.
Sorry. I'm going to give it to Jimmy.
Jimmy. Oh, Jimmy is taking it out. Okay, thank you. Joey Lee, who gets your MVP?
I had a lot of fun doing the pitching and catching with Tony, so I'm going to pick Tony.
I love it. All right. Pitching and catching was fun. Tommy D, who gets your MVP?
A quick question. Yeah, I love this whole setup. He made it fun for me, so I'm going with Aaron.
Aaron's catching up. Let's see what Tony has to say. Who gets your MVP?
I give it to Aaron.
Thank you.
Okay, so I think that's 3 and 3. Because I'm tired, my math is good. So we're just gonna split this, and we're gonna give it to you both. So Jimmy George Hayes Jr., you first. Shout out to the Academy.
Thank you, Academy, for allowing me to perform in front of you. I love the arts. I support the arts. Thank you.
Yay! I love those short speeches. Aaron, shout out to the Academy.
Thank you shout out to the Academy for letting me perform tonight. Really enjoyed myself and look forward to being back again.
Hey, now we have one last thing, which is our sportsmanship award. This one is the most important because this one is the one for the castmate who displayed the best attitude, win, lose, or Brenda messes it up. So who gets your sportsmanship award, James Miller?
Let's give it to Tony.
I like Tony. Jimmy George Hayes Jr., who gets your sportsmanship award?
I'll give it to Joey.
Aw, Joey. Randy, who gets your sportsmanship award?
Tommy D.
Aaron, who gets your sportsmanship award?
Joey.
Joey, 2 for Joey.
Joey.
Get your
Joey.
sportsmanship award.
I'm going to give mine to Randy. He's always gracious.
He is, isn't he? Gotta love Randy. All right, Tommy D, who gets your sportsmanship award?
Joey.
Joey. Tony Klein, who gets your sportsmanship award?
We'll give that to Joey Lee. He is very supportive of everybody, so he got it.
Oh, well, congratulations, Joey Lee, for our sportsmanship award winner. Go ahead and shout out to the Academy.
Thank you, Academy. And thank you all for voting for me. I really appreciate it. It means a lot. And, congratulations to everybody. And also, especially our audience and our sponsors. They make it all happen. And Brenda, too.
Yeah.
And Brenda, too. I love it.
Yeah.
Well, shout out to James Miller, a.k.a. King James, Jimmy George Hayes Jr., a.k.a. James, Randy Holton, Aaron Petway, Joey Lee, Tommy D, Tony Klein. You guys are the wind beneath my wing. Thank you guys so much for completing a full episode. Let's check in with Joey Lee. How are we doing on the clean part? Because this was a clean episode.
Yeah.
Barely any left. I can't even remember anything. So we did great.
Yeah.
Great.
All right, so shout out to all of you guys for completing a clean episode. Shout out to Two Max Barber Shop, Frank, Sonia, and Ronaldo. I hope you guys enjoyed the show as much as we enjoyed making it for you. Play it over and over and over again. I know I will. Shout out to the people who are tuning in today, tomorrow, and beyond. As the cast said, we definitely couldn't do it without you. Shout out to David Green in the audience, giving you guys all the answers. He said Eddie Murphy, Taylor Swift, Whoopi. He was keeping count for us. Shout out. James and Tommy tied with 3. Yup. All right, so let's see who else was looking. Andrew Thomas says, let's go. That's what's up. Sir Drew, the night of Vegas. Oh, one of our Vegas icons was tuning in. Way to go. And of course, shout out to Dickie Headass, aka Damian Seaman. Yes, no, there was no link, sir, because this was a clean comedy episode, which we completed. And shout out to everybody else out there who tunes in and gives us support. With that, my name is Brenda Brown, aka The Chocolate Child. And I am out of here because we have to get ready for our next show. So shout out to Phil Page and the gang. I can't wait for this show, and I'm hosting it too. So it's just too funny for Christmas Comedy Jam. Here I come. And with that being said, we are out of here. Stay tuned to the green room for a couple of seconds. But other than that, let's see if we can find something really good. And I guess not. Did I get rid of it? Oh, man. Okay, well, let's just, yeah, we'll do this.
What's that sizzling, stewing, and frying? It's Chef Better's serving up your favorite dish. Whether it's a big family dinner you're planning, a wedding, or a romantic date night, Chef Better's is up to the task. Enjoy live music from talented artists while you dine, or let her cater your event. Deep fried ribs, daily live entertainment, and a secret chef menu. For an